there somebody in the administration that's in charge of selling this to the American people?
Senators who put their name to this should be embarrassed that they have signed up for repealing the free speech amendments to the First Amendment.
FBI agent Jane Turner filed a whistleblower complaint in 2002 when she discovered FBI agents were removing items from Ground Zero following 9/11. She faced retaliation for raising concerns about these agents, and her case has been stuck in administrative limbo at Justice Department for over 9 years.
Well, the architects and engineers that I represent have found evidence that has not been told to the American people by the agencies tasked with explaining the destruction of these towers. Evidence of controlled demolition, particularly with the third high-rise that collapsed on that day in the afternoon of 9/11, World Trade Center 7. We're looking forward to sharing with your viewers that evidence today.
Well, let's look at a little bit of video that your group has put out, and you can explain it after we see it.
Now, here we're going to show you a videotape of the collapse itself. Describe that. Now we go to videotape the collapse of this building. It's amazing. Amazing, incredible, pick your word. For the third time today, it's reminiscent of those pictures we've all seen too much on television before, when a building was deliberately destroyed by well-placed dynamite to knock it down.
Not sealing the border, but securing the border. And once it's secured, as confirmed by border states, not by Homeland Security, they can't be trusted.
There's a lot of distrust, and we're having a hard time building some trust here.
I apologize, sir. I'm happy to get back to you.
Now, more than a decade later, more than a decade after, it has become absolutely clear that the 2001 anthrax mailings did not come from a foreign source. And after it has become clear that the investigation believes it came from within the U.S. biodefense establishment.
This committee sent a criminal referral of possible criminal wrongdoing just a month ago to the Justice Department. We've heard nothing. You bury in a 27-page letter to the Senate asking for them to conclude the investigation that you've lost Lois Lerner's emails during the time in question because of a hard drive crash. Monday, our investigators asked your agency whether any other hard drives crashed, and we learned that 6 other hard drives of the people we're investigating were involved. You didn't tell us that.
We told you on Monday.
On Monday.
And what did you do with the information?
Because we asked you.
Right, and what did you do with that information?
You told us on Monday because we asked you whether any other hard drives crashed. This is unbelievable.
We answered
You told us on May that you were going to give us all of Lois Lerner's emails, and you learned in February that this crashed.
I did not learn in February it was a crash, and we told you on Monday.
I'm not asking you a question. I'm just making a statement.
My apologies.
You are the Internal Revenue Service. You can reach into the lives of hardworking taxpayers, and with a phone call, an email, or a letter, you can turn their lives upside down. You ask taxpayers to hang on to 7 years of their personal tax information in case they're ever audited, and you can't keep 6 months worth of employee emails?
America will always keep our commitments to friends and partners who step up, and we will never waver in our determination to deny Al-Qaeda the safe haven that they had before 9/11. That commitment is embodied by the men and women in and out of uniform who serve in Afghanistan today and who have served in the past. In their eyes, I see the character that sustains American security and our leadership abroad. These are mostly young people who did not hesitate to volunteer in a time of war.
18 to 22 veterans commit suicide each day. In my opinion, that is 18 to 22 brave men and women each day who our system has let down in some capacity. It is totally unacceptable. When a veteran is experiencing depression or other early warning signs that may indicate mental health issues or even suicide, that must be treated like immediate medical crisis, because that's exactly what it is. Veterans in that position should never be forced to wait months on end for medical consult, because quite frankly, that is time that they may not have.
The absurdity, I'm not sure if this is Joseph Heller or if it's Fellini.
What could happen when vast, unchecked surveillance turned citizens into informers and persecuted people for what they said in the privacy of their own homes.
Silence. Go on sleep. America, go on sleep. Your rights are being stripped, and you say nothing. I yield back.
Listen to Benjamin Franklin's well-known admonition. In 1755, he said, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety."